The New York Times newsroom is apparently on a 24-hour strike. And Jamaal Bowman, a Democrat in good standing, squad member or not, he made a video. Now, this is the guy, by the way, who promised to vote no on overriding the workers for a bill that included no sick days and then did the exact thing he promised he wouldn't do. Bowman decided after voting to break the railroad workers strike, he tweeted out a video in support of the New York Times newsroom, i.e., propagandists for his party. He supports their labor action. So let's hear him talk about the urgency of supporting what is the ultimate shit-lib strike. It's a 24-hour New York Times newsroom strike. Let's hear Jamaal Bowman.
Peace and love, everyone. Tonight at midnight, 1,100 journalists from the New York Times are going to be going on a 24-hour strike. Do not cross the digital picket line. Let us stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters who are walking off the job in protest to make sure they earn the wages they deserve. Let us not cross the digital picket line. Let's stand with them and tell your friends, do not consume their news from the New York Times tomorrow. We'll get it from
or
somewhere
the next
else.
day.
Let's stand with our brothers and sisters
No, not
in
the
labor.
next day, just tomorrow.
Peace and love.
Not tomorrow.
I'm suggesting that's a good general policy.
Just make it a habit. Don't consume their news
keep,
at all.
Why limit it to one day?
All right. Now, the punchlines here write themselves, but I am going to show you a couple of actual tweets that are meant to be taken seriously in support of this 24-hour New York Times newsroom strike. Okay? Here. You are all queen bees in our hearts, but we are sick of management's games. Stand with us on the digital picket line. This person, Art Life, actually tweets out, no Wordle or spelling bee for me today. I stand in solidarity with the Guild. Literally, they're not doing Wordle today. That's their act of solidarity with the New York Times newsroom. No consumption of New York Times. Here's another actual tweet meant to be taken seriously. The New York Times is on a 24-hour strike. Do not cross the digital picket line. Do not listen to The Daily. That's their fucking bullshit podcast. Use Wordle or visit the New York Times website. Do not cross the digital picket line.
Sounds like they mean business.
Well, this begs the question, Russell. Shall we?
Which question is that? I'm not.
Well, I think we shall.
What shall we do?
We shall, right here, in real time, for all to see, cross the digital picket line. Let's play Wordle, shall we? Right on the air. Let's go. My favorite Wordle start is stare. It has all the common letters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got R-E.
If the workers have to play Foodle, the Times people are going to play Wordle.
We're crossing that picket line. Fuck Jamaal Bowman, fuck the squad, and fuck the New York Times newsroom. We're playing some Wordle. All right, what's our next play?
because you couldn't find a more unsympathetic bunch of creeps than the New York Times. Like the New York Times has managed the impossible. They've engineered a strike that the workers will be against.
Right. Yeah. See, sometimes I do this thing where I'll use words that I know are wrong just to.
I mean, I've never played this. I don't even know.
Oh, you don't even know the game?
No, I don't even know what it is. No.
All right, guys, what should our next play be?
Yeah, take it from the chat.
Let's see. Okay, what should chat?
Let them play.
Let's go. We're crossing the picket line. We're scabs. We're digital scabs here in defiance of Jamaal Bowman.
Yeah, because you guys were so.
All right, Robert says creep. Let's try creep. No.
The New York Times was so supportive of the railroad workers. So supportive. Like, how can we cross the picket line like this?
Diner?
Pious. Axel S. Pious.
Oh, but it has an I-N. I-N. Oh, I got it. Boom. Oh, the last one. Well, right before the buzzer. Infer. Look at that. All right, everybody.
We are now officially. We are when people
got
ask
it.
us, "Are we pro labor?" We're going to say, "Except for the New York Times."
Except for the New York Times. It would have been embarrassing if we didn't
look,
get the word.
if it were the guys in like the printers or something, we'd support that.
Yeah, I mean, the inanity of these people? Do not listen to the dailies.
Right.
Do not use Wordle. Do not use Wordle.
Times are hard. Times are hard.
In solidarity with the newsroom,
Wordle.
do not use Wordle. What a fucking joke
Wordle
these
for a
people are.
day.
God damn. Yeah, Mika, scabs. That would have been a good word of the day. Scabs. That would have been. I think union, right? Union is 5 letters. UNION. Yeah, that would have been something. Labor. LAB. Yeah, labor is 5 letters too. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad we were able to do that. But yeah, what a joke. I mean, how fucking hilarious.
We literally we could not have picked a more disrespectful gesture towards the New York Times than to literally break their strike on the show.
On the show.
And have all of our viewers participate.
Please clap.